In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on May 10, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia 76ers versus Miami Heat. A best-of-7 series has turned into a best-of-3 series as the Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat are knotted at 2 games apiece heading back to Miami. Philadelphia, with the return of MVP candidate Joel Embiid, stormed back at home and took both games to turn this into a series again. The 76ers are 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 road games and 7-19-1 against the spread in their last 27 Tuesday games. The Heat are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 11-5 against the spread in their last 16 games overall. The over is 6-0 in 76ers last 6 Tuesday games. The under is 7-2 in Heat last 9 overall. The 76ers are 1-6-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Miami. The 76ers were facing a possible sweep if they didn't get their act together. But it looks like the return of Joel Embiid has been just what they needed, as they are now back on level terms after winning both of their home games. Jimmy Butler was on fire for the Heat once again, while Bam Adebayo has been solid. But the Heat really need their backcourt to step up. You can make an argument for either side here, but while the Heat have struggled on the road, they were fantastic in the first 2 games of the series, and I think a return to home means better production from their role players. The home team has won the last 6 meetings between the 76ers and Heat, and 8 of the last 10 meetings overall. The home team has also covered 6 straight. I know the 76ers are getting a lot of love lately and have momentum, but you could have said the same thing about the Heat after they took a 2-0 lead. Momentum is only a thing until it's not. The Heat were horrible from 3 in Game 4 and still had their chances to win, as they trailed by only 4 points entering the 4th quarter. At home, shots should fall at a higher clip for the Heat. This should be a close one, but the 76ers are only 1-6-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Miami, and I think that trend continues here as the Heat get the narrow win. So the Miami Heat to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This has been an up and down series as far as point totals go. Games 1 and 4 went over while games 2 and 3 went under. Both teams won a game going over and under in the series. Ultimately, I'm going to lean towards each team's true identity. At their core, Miami is a better defensive than offensive team. Since the Harden trade, Philadelphia has been a much better offensive than defensive team. I think in this matchup, the Heat will impart their will on the defensive end and do a better job at defending the perimeter. Miami's poor shooting in the series has limited the scoring in this series. The totals in each game have all been consistent, with a slight bump coming in Game 3 and Joel Embiid's return. But that game went under as both teams stayed under 100 points. The under will favor Miami, as the more they allow Philadelphia to score, the harder it will be for them to keep up given their current shooting pace. Miami will also need their depth to pick up the slack as well if they want to win the game. Both of these defenses are doing a good job at checking the other, and that should hold up, as Miami's defense at home this year is allowing just 104 points per game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Mavericks versus Phoenix Suns. It's all even at 2-2 as the scene shifts back to Phoenix for Game 5. After 4 hotly contested battles, the Dallas Mavericks and Phoenix Suns will face off in a pivotal showdown in an effort to move within a game of the Western Conference Finals. After the Suns cruised to victory in Games 1 and 2, the Mavericks struck back on their home floor with consecutive wins, including a 111-101 win in Game 4 capped by a 26-point effort from Luka Doncic. Looking at the betting trends, the Mavericks are 19-7 against the spread in their last 26 games against a team with a winning record, 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 road games, and 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The Suns are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following a loss, and 10-2 against the spread in their last 12 conference semifinals games. Head-to-head, the Mavericks are 3-9 against the spread in the last 12 meetings in Phoenix, and the Mavericks are 6-17 against the spread in the last 23 meetings overall. With Dallas winning both games at home, we have a series. Dallas won by getting enough support for Luka Doncic, but that is much easier to do at home than on the road. As we have seen in this series, if the Mavericks are going to win this series, they have to figure out a way to get a win in Phoenix at some point. This has been an interesting series with no game closer than 7 points. Can Dallas carry their momentum into the Valley of the Sun though? Phoenix is on the ropes for the second series in a row. Chris Paul fouled out of the last game, and for the second game in a row, Phoenix labored offensively while he struggled. Devin Booker might have led all scorers with 35 points, but the rest of the team never found their game, and once again the Suns had more turnovers than their opponents. Things should get more comfortable at home. They need them too, and quickly. After 4 games, including 2 wins by each time, we are back where we started for Game 5 with Phoenix a 6-point favorite at home. When Phoenix plays the way they are supposed to, the gap between these teams is obvious, but we have not seen that over the last 2 games in Dallas. The Mavericks did a great job getting Paul off his game, and when that happens, the Suns are definitely less fearsome. I was surprised when they had success doing so in Game 3 and even more so when they did it again in Game 4. The Mavericks will be coming into this one full of confidence after squaring up the series with a crucial win in Game 4. But the Suns were dominant in the first 2 games of the series, so it's no surprise they're firm favorites at home. Chris Paul was horrific on Sunday, and I just don't see him struggling again, not in front of the home crowd. I am willing to bet that the Suns and Paul get it figured out for Game 5 at home, and if you think Paul is going to be right, it is hard to back the Mavs on the road. This game should look a lot like the first 2 games. The Mavericks can certainly pull off the upset if they get off to a quick start, but that didn't happen in the first 2 games of the series, and I don't see that happening here. I expect the Suns to bounce back with the crucial win at home behind a bounce-back game from Chris Paul, so the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The first 2 games in this series in Phoenix went over, then the next 2 games in Dallas went under. Those results are in keeping with the fact that Dallas emphasizes defense, while Phoenix is more comfortable using their depth to create a more free-flowing game, and the home team generally sets the pace. Given how the games have been very different in each venue, it is surprising that we are seeing the lowest point total of the series in this game back in Phoenix. The Suns have averaged 115 PPG at home for all games this season, and the average game score has been 222 points. I feel comfortable that a rebounding Phoenix will score enough in victory to achieve the over as well, as they have in the first couple of games of the series. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.